and they did a great job with it at the end of the day.
Did you kick asses?
Oh yeah, all in a day's work.
Hey, mind if I hang in your guys' room for a bit? Oh, hey, it's me!
Not a bad shot if I do say so myself.
Not bad. It's great! You could be a professional cameraman.
Oh, I hold on to the hope.
Wow.
Good morning.
Hey. Morning.
Back at ya.
All right, move out!
Yeah.
And away we go.
So, like I was saying before, this big rock up ahead is the Rock of Rabbito. It's kind of like a volcano with this like crystalline structure coming out of it. A long time ago, they're called the Six. There's six gods, but one of them, Ifrit, like I was saying, betrayed the other five, and they had a great battle where the giant canyon that you see in the middle of Lucius here was caused by Ifrit and Bahamut fighting, and finally Bahamut laid Ifrit asunder atop that mountain, and that crystalline structure is what happened when he was laid asunder. So it's just a giant volcano now, because obviously Ifrit's the god of fire. So kind of cool. Like the landmarks in the world have like a lot of lore behind them. I like it.
Given her prowess, you should be glad you didn't.
Yeah, the Loki guy was nothing compared to her.
Though we may not have fared so well without the Marshal.
Think things would have gone differently if he were here now?
Well, she offered to play again. Maybe we'll get the chance to find out.
Is it me or is this place begging to be explored?
Never been one to turn down an invitation? If what they say about the Malmalum thicket is true...
Then we might just find what we're looking for here.
I don't like the woods. Too many monsters.
You kidding? What could be better than roughing it out here?
A million other things.
Ignis
could
is
be
driving
better.
way too fucking fast for the fucking dirt ass back roads that we're on. We easily could have fucking rolled that car.
We made it. Oh, while you guys were gone, I saw a chocobo run past and it had a person on its back. Have you guys ever ridden one before? I bet it'd be super fun.
Funny you should ask.
Knocked. Call a bird for the lady.
Let's go.
Gunman kind of has a crush on every girl they run into. He's kind of like the resident Brock. But I think with Iris, it's more like friendliness than anything. But you could even hear after we fought RNA, he kind of made a little sound, a little comment. And obviously he's into Cindy. He's just kind of a ladies' man. Well, not really. He's like Brock basically. It's the best way I can just describe it. He just has a crush on every girl they come across. Which is funny because every girl they come across has a thing for Noctis, and Noctis like doesn't even like Luna.
Our best would be overkill here. Remember, we're on the same page.
Yeah, I don't really get it either.
You guys kick ass.
You mean it?
Yeah, you look cool doing it too.
Yeah, we get that a lot.
Don't take it to heart.
I'm sure that it's a Japanese thing, just a very different worldview type of humor. There's plenty of things like that.
Easy now.
Okay. Woo! I wouldn't go that far, Grant. That's true, Grant. I agree with that.
Thanks for the ride.
Aw, thanks, buddy.
Step lightly in here.
There's no telling what'll crawl out of the woodwork.
Damn, true, you caught me. Also, those chocobos, not really the easiest thing to control. But, it's true, 100% it's true that was what was happening.
It's time. Well, here we are.
Ignis, all business. Find anything rare or exotic yet?
Slow down. We just got here.
You know, if rare treasures were easy to find, they would be rare.
We'll see about that.
None the worse for wear.
Nice work, everyone.
You don't have to do this, by the way. I don't know if you caught it before or not, but it's pretty optional. They pretty much just ask you if you want to come. But like this and the Chocobo quest, like there's a few things like those kinds of things that I don't know. It feels like they make the game like you just don't have nearly as much time with Iris story-wise if you don't do this. And I don't really think anything particularly different happens beyond her getting the Chocobo. But like, I don't know. Ooh, I think this is gonna be Ramu's inside summon when you're like in a cave. Ah, now he can grab me still from here. Damn. Yeah, so the way summons work in this game, you can't just summon them whenever you want, obviously. But it's also not just completely random. Basically, each one has a set of conditions for how they can be summoned. Ramu's the easiest to get because pretty much it's just the longer you've been battling, he has a greater chance of showing up. So Ramu's condition basically is random, but becomes higher the longer you're battling. But we'll never get Titan in this playthrough because Titan only comes when your buddies are out of commission, they're out of health. Shiva comes when you're out of health, but also as the battle goes on. So she's kind of got the same. Her and Ramu are the two easiest to get. Bahamut you can only summon during the penultimate boss fight. I'm trying to think. Leviathan you can only summon near water, and I think it's when Noctis is down. He's out of health. Yeah, that sounds right. I'm trying to think. What am I missing? Titan, Ramu, Shiva, Leviathan, Bahamut. Yeah, that's it, because you can't summon Ifrit. So we'll see a lot of Ramu in this playthrough. But we will not see probably anything.
Nothing like the divine to get you out of a bind.
That's what I want to know. So each one of them gives you a mark after you clear their trial, whether it's a boss fight or like Ramu, you're just going back and forth touching things. But Ifrit gives you a mark as well, or it's called a shard. It's not called a mark, but it's like the mark of the Fulgarian is Ramu, mark of the Archean is Titan, and you get Shard of the Infernian for Ifrit. So I hope like maybe later as part of DLC, you get to summon him. Arden's gonna have his own. The main villains who works with Ifrit is gonna have his own DLC episode early next year. It's gonna be the first one of next year's like set of DLC. So maybe since he's the one that's like called on Ifrit in the story, maybe you'll get to summon him when you're playing as Arden. Could be kind of cool. I guess we'll see.
It's a sign. We should set up camp.
You a fortune teller now? We can rest up or move on. It's your choice.
Don't think we can go any further down without winding up at the bottom.
Time to start moving upstream.
Oh, man.
Better start preparing for supper.
Oh, let me help.
Yeah, he's definitely more human-like than monster. He's definitely been more monstery in the previous games, which is funny because this is like one of his most villainous appearances. Yeah, he looks the most human. Look up Final Fantasy V Ifrit. That's my favorite iteration of him, and it's kind of the midway point I feel like between monster and human, but it gives you a sense of like the more human-y looking Ifrit from like previous games. Yeah, if you look up Final Fantasy X Ifrit, you'll see like kind of the stereotypical series depiction of him where he's kind of doggy. But if you look up Final Fantasy V, you'll see like kind of the closest to human he's gotten up until 15. But you're not wrong, yeah, he's definitely looked more monstery in the past. Which is funny because he's the one that's turning everybody into demons in this game, so you'd think he'd look more like a demon. He looks more like a human. Just interesting the choices they made with that. Yeah, I would check out 10 and Final Fantasy 10 and Final Fantasy 5 to compare.
Neat.
Oh no, that's fair. The interesting thing about Ifrit in 5 is you actually find him in a library. He's inside of a book. It's a library of cursed books, and Ifrit's the librarian slash book burner. He burns the cursed books when they come to life and try to hurt people. So he's kind of hiding and he's kind of closed off. He's like just basically like a librarian, just never leaves his library, and he's always like kind of freaked out by like people coming in and stuff. It's like the vibe I get. That's why he has that thing going on where he's covering his face.
Let's hit it.
Sure.
Take care the current doesn't carry you away.
I'm not sure my footwear is up to this.
Don't let yourself get pulled in.
Never knew what hit him.
Woohoo! Victory!
Victory indeed.
When we're all safe.
Cold. Freezing cold.
It just keeps going on from here.
Then we keep going too.
This place is cozy?
Well, I wouldn't get too comfy if I were you.
Right. We're not out of the woods yet.
Oh, man, am I glad to be out of there.
Don't.
Not so glad anymore.
Not surprised either.
It's what we came for.
Let's have it.
So cool. I love every single one of these. You can jump up.
Watch the enemy's movements and don't.
Yep, right. Got it.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. Watch out!
One last push. Suffice to finish them off.
Mercy!
That's game.
What?
We're alive! Let's celebrate by eating something dead!
You were great, Noct.
What should you do? You could have just walked up and done the same thing. What do you mean?
Knocked. You might want to see.
Score! It's all about that treasure.
I guess, yeah. Maybe more force because he threw her. He's a strong man. I don't know. Hey, they're siblings. They wanted to have the team up for the animation. You know, like, there's one where Noct stands on Gladio's greatsword and Gladio flings him into the air and Noctis comes down with a spear like the Dragoon lady we fought. It's like, why couldn't Noctis just throw the spear into the air, warp strike to it, and then come down on his own? It's like, and they wanted to show the team up. Yo, this is honestly one of the most swank of the Royal Arms. This thing's like, it's so cool. It's the Scepter of the Pious. Basically makes like an energy version of like the other Royal Arms, like randomly for you to use. It's pretty clean. I'm not gonna lie.
Feels good to get it done.
Yeah, almost makes up for the soaked socks and bug bites.
What about the last two Royal Arms? I mean, they're all cool in their own way, if I'm just being real. Let me whip it out and show you, though.
Noct, stop being mean.
Didn't mean it.
You can see it makes the trident. Yeah, I mean, they're all cool. You can see, makes the axe, and then the trident. But yeah, that's just one of the cooler ones because of that function. It makes other weapons too, but obviously you have to like be in combo and do you have to be in combat and do the combo.
You were great, Noct.
That's disgusting. Any plan of attack? Plow right through them? I'll circle around. Well, here we are.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like I said, all the girls pretty much have a crush on Noctis. And he literally just, like, barely likes Luna, so it's just so funny, because he obviously is, like, 100% disinterested in the rest.
No big deal.
I don't know if you noticed earlier or not, but she, like, basically forced them to go on a date when they first met up. That's true. He's probably just gay. It's all good. I mean, he hangs out with 3 guys all the time, you know. Start to develop feelings to get that close to somebody for that long.
Victory indeed.
When we're all safe.
Alright, I wouldn't go that far. Damn, caught him. Hey, my chocobo was waiting for me. Let's go, buddy. I'm about to fly down this whole mountain. Oh, we all know the video, Grant. You don't have to post it. We all know. Oh, that's the best. I love flying.
Our encounters with the Chancellor seem more than mere chance.
See that guy everywhere.
I've seen enough of it.
Oh, also,
Umbra's the only one making deliveries. Wonder what Pina's up to.
Haven't seen her.
Probably because she's traveling around with her owner.
You know, I really miss that dog.
in the anime, Final Fantasy 15 Brotherhood. It takes place in the middle of the journey, and it's basically just a bunch of flashbacks. Kind of fills in like how the bros met or like what's important about their relationship. For the Gladio one, his sister's involved. She comes to the castle one day with him. It's not the main point of the episode, but it is kind of like the ending of it. She comes to the castle with him to see Noct after Gladio just started training him and training to become his shield. Noct goes outside of the castle walls. He like sneaks out, and she follows him, but then gets lost. And he finds her, brings her back, and takes the blame for bringing her out there. When really he was just like she wandered out on her own and got lost. You know what I mean? And he says that he wanted to show her something, so they both went off together. So that's kind of probably why she has a crush on him, because when they were little kids, he took the blame for something for her. So.
Camping. Again.
Well, you got a problem with camping?